So we're back with part 2 of Call of Cthulhu. Where'd that guy go? Shit, I lost the cop.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined, but the architecture seems too recent.
Ah, there he is. Hello, scary crew. Graveyard.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Well, not this one.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
What, there's still
Please give
one-
me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
That's it. Okay. That's a nifty technique. I like that. Didn't know I could lean. Big ass house.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Okay. Nice little chair up here.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa! Ah. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Don't do it.
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
I like the sound of that, but I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay, then.
The
I'll
terrible
leave the
old
key
man.
with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Stop bothering me.
Okay.
Yes. Shall we enter?
Yes. Let's enter.
Let's take a look inside.
Entree.
I'm with you.
Enter.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Very dusty. Ew.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Okay. Reconstruction. The bright mode. Okay.
What kind of meat is this?
Looks very squiddy.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Charles Hawkins.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Ew. Count me out.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
everything? Alright.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Timely lightning strike, of course.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
Not even the mouse liked it, huh?
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
What was he looking for? Looks like he was hunting?
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Let's see.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
She's in both places? Okay. Okay, I guess I'm done. Okay. Maybe.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Exactly 10 o'clock? Maybe. Am I done? Nope.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
I think I'm done now. Maybe? No, I guess I'm not. Something in the fireplace? No. Alright, what am I missing? Ah.
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Will be nice.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Okay.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
History of medicine. All right. I guess investigate them. Okay, so I gotta keep going to the manor. Bloody bandages.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
It's gonna be Charles.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Ooh,
dated 1818.
that's gonna worth some money. Why is he all melted? Nice looking little library. It's a big place.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair.
No kid.
Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
What? Why can't I keep my ladder up?
This place was falling apart long before the fire. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Upstairs.
"20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep. There's something disturbing about this painting. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692
Wow.
by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
It's a long time ago.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
The very name of the ship. Another painting by the wife. Alright.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of a Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances recur, I believe that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Anton Wellard. Oh, I see. The lighter gets hot. That's kind of cool. Nice little touch. Holy crap, this mansion's big.
Locked.
Was this the kids' room? Nice.
The boys' room.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, yeah. Looks like Charlie Brown.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
More sleeping pills?
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Okay, I got an office key.
What will her room reveal about her?
No.
This padlock is too complicated for me. Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Does it depress it of the nervous system? Oh. addictive, huh? Is that more sleeping pills? Looks like it.
This door is locked.
Probably a good thing. Oh. Well, I've investigated just about everything up here. Right. Can I use the ladders? I don't think I can use the ladders. Yeah, these are broke.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside.
Okay, so we did all this. I did all this. Alright, what am I missing? So I found an office key. Didn't open up that door in the corner. Nothing here, right?
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
You know what? I didn't try this door again after I got the key. Hang on. There we go. Oh.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried.
Ever since
Seems she
left.
wasn't giving any signs of life.
Your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange, moving as no other painting have been. We're selling at premium price. Maximilian M. What's with these melted statues?
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Let's see, January through April, a couple $100. That's not too bad.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Alright, so we saw the St. Brendan, now the Sarmazuga. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the Elder's Sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful through, though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all proven reliability. Extracting Malleus Mysterium by Abigail G. Okay. Is that all I got out of here?
Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
Is that me?
You! Stop!
Catch the thief.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catch the thief. Okay. Well.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
You may switch from one light source to another. Okay.
This door was closed earlier.
That door? Nope. Nope. I'm going the wrong way. Guess I went the wrong way. Well, this
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room. They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
What did I get? 10 CP available?
It looks like an old seaway map.
Make up a journey. Huh. The Scylla, okay. The Prodigal. The Orpheus. The Saint Claudine. Claudine, okay, so the Scylla took that route. He went all the way over to Spain.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
Well, that's not nice. Can I read them? Oh, well, I'm already in chapter 3. Oh, runs on oil.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Darkwater Island, okay. Well, is this the bay? Where the ship is? I can't tell. Huh.
This panel is movable.
Oh.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Great. I managed to force the gears. It looks like I've triggered something.
Well done, Pierce.
Is that everything?
Seems like this came from a log.
Okay. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we will beat the Orpheus this season. Okay. I preferred it when whales disappeared without trace. That these carcasses can no longer be ignored. What is eating the huge beast? We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of scared beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. We sighted a huge whale. Okay. Is this the Great Feast? Great Catch, whatever it is? God, it's the most grotesque whale I've ever seen laid eyes upon. Going to memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. Our only memories. Interesting. So something's been killing the whales for a long time. At 57:51.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So what was that? That was the Orpheus? Is that what it said? The Orpheus 57:51? No. I don't see 57:51. I see is that it? No. That can't be it, right? There it is. Interesting. You can make it burn brighter, huh?
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
The secret cave. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to leave it here for part 2. And then I'll try to make part 3 later.